Hi, Jack, Mares, Bees, Phoebe, Howie, Louise, Ruth. Let's see, who am I missing? Lucy and Dean, and Blake and Hazel. All my cute little babies, all my cute little nieces and nephews. Auntie JoJo misses you so much. And because I can't come and see you today or just come and snuggle and read books with you as often as I'd like to, I'm going to read you a story. How would you like that? I'm going to read you a story today. And maybe if we like that, Auntie JoJo can read you some more. So Auntie Jo can do Auntie Jo StoryTime, and your moms and dads can let you listen to a story with Auntie Jo. So let's get to it. Okay, let's read this book called A Little House on the Prairie. A Little Prairie House. Ding! My first Little House books. A Little Prairie House by Laura Ingles Wilder. Illustrated by Renee Grafe. Do you see the wagon? Oh, how cute is that? They're going across the prairie. Their whole family, and they got their little doggy. Do you see the dog? So cute. Okay. Once upon a time, a little girl named Laura traveled in a covered wagon across the giant prairie. She traveled with her pa, her ma, her big sister Mary, and her little sister Carrie, and their good old bulldog Jack. I think we all know a Jack. They were searching for the perfect place to build themselves a little house. Let's see, let's take a look. Look at that. They're inside their wagon. And they got Carrie, she's taking a nap. Carrie, Mary, and Laura. And they're playing with their little dollies. How cute. And they have their wagon. And Ma and Pa are visiting and looking at all the open land that they could see. And they have their horses. Ding! Let's take a look at this picture. One day after the little family had been traveling across the prairie for a long time, Laura and Mary woke up earlier than the sun. They ate their breakfast of cornmeal mush and hurried up to help Ma wash the dishes. Pa was loading everything into the wagon. Look at, there's their bulldog Jack. They're doing dishes. Let's see. Oh, there's baby Carrie. And Pa's putting everything in their wagon. Ding. When the sun rose, they were driving across the prairie. There was no roads to drive on. So Pet and Patty, the two gentle Mustangs, waded through the grasses. Let's see. Do you know what a Mustang is? Mustangs are big horses. There's Pa. He's driving the horses. Did you spy the puppy? Did you spy the bulldog Jack? There he is. Oh my goodness. Ding. Later that morning, Pa said, "Whoa!" The wagon stopped. "Here we are," he said. "Right here. We'll build our house." Laura and Mary jumped to the ground. All around them, there was nothing but prairie. Wow, look at all that. Green grasses. Pa, Ma, Mary, Laura, and baby Carrie, and their bulldog Jack. And their wagon. Look at all the birds in the sky. The green rolling grasses kind of look like the ocean, doesn't it? Ding! There's Carrie, Mary, and Laura. Right away, Pa and Ma began to unload the wagon. They took everything out and piled it on the ground, while Laura and Mary and Jack watched. Then Pa drove the wagon down into the prairie out of sight to get a load of logs from the creek bottom. Wow. So begins their adventure of building a new house. Laura was a little frightened to be left on the prairie without the wagon. She wanted to hide in the tall grass like a little prairie chicken. But instead, she helped Ma and Mary and sat on the grass and minded baby Carrie. Do you see baby Carrie? There she is, and look at all the flowers. And Ma's working with all the stuff. Maybe she's getting supper. Oh boy, look. Soon Pa came back with a load of logs. For days and days, Pa kept hauling logs. He made 2 piles of them, one for the house and one for the stable. When he had enough logs, it was time to build. Pa began the house first. Look at, there's their kettle for cooking. Must have been very nice outside to sleep outside. Can you imagine? Ding! Oh, look at, they're building their house now. All by himself, Pa built the walls of the house. 3 logs high, and then Ma helped him. Log by log, Pa and Ma built the walls higher and higher. Soon Laura couldn't climb over them anymore. Wow, do you guys see that? They could climb over their walls of the house. Incredible. Then one day, Pa was off hunting, and he came back home whistling merrily. Good news, he shouted. Pa had met a neighbor on the other side of the creek. His name was Mr. Edwards, and he was going to help Pa finish building the house. And then Pa would help Mr. Edwards build his house. Look at that, they're so happy. It's so nice to have a helping hand. Pa and Ma, Laura and Mary. Ding! That must be Mr. Edwards. Early the next morning, Mr. Edwards came. He was lean and tall, and he bowed to Ma politely. He told Laura that he was a wildcat from Tennessee. He could spit farther than Laura had ever imagined anyone could spit. Laura tried and tried, but she could never spit so far or as well, so well as Mr. Edwards could. Carrie looks a little nervous. Good thing she's got her Ma. And there's Mary and Laura. And Mr. Edwards came over. And look at Bulldog Jack. He's smelling him out. Gotta get a good smell. Ding! Mr. Edwards was a fast worker. In one day, he and Pa built the walls of the little house as high as Pa wanted them. They sang while they worked, and their axes made chips fly. They cut a tall hole for the door and square holes for the windows. How about that? They're just master carpenters. Laura couldn't wait to see the inside of the house. As soon as the tall hole was cut, she ran inside. Strips of sunshine came through the cracks of the walls and went all along Laura's hands and arms and feet. See that? Have you ever sat in the shade of the sun along a window? Ding! At the end of the day, Mr. Edwards said he would go home, but Ma and Pa said he must stay for supper. Ma had made stewed jackrabbit and steaming hot thick cornbread with molasses. Mr. Edwards said he surely did appreciate that supper. Then Pa took out his fiddle and began to sing. Look at Jack and Mary and Carrie and Laura. Mr. Edwards eating his cornbread and soup. And there's Pa and Ma. Ding! How nice. Suddenly, Mr. Edwards jumped up and began to dance. He danced like jumping Jack in the moonlight, while Pa's fiddle kept on rollicking, and Laura's and Mary's hands were clapping together. Pa played and played, and Mr. Edwards danced and danced. And they had so much fun that night. Look at that nice house they built. Ding! Finally, Mr. Edwards said he must go. Play me down the road, he said, so Pa played, and Pa and Laura and Mr. Edwards sang with all their might until Laura could not hear Mr. Edwards anymore. Only the wind rustled in the prairie grasses, and the big yellow moon sailed high over the new little house on the prairie. Wow, do you guys see the window and their door? And the little family with their fire. The big yellow moon in the sky. The end. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? Don't you like reading stories? Guess what? I have a whole pile of little house books. And I think over the next little while, Auntie Jo can read you guys some more stories. And I was thinking that the next one we could read is called Christmas in the Big Woods. Should I do that one next? Or let me give you a couple of options because there's a pile of them here that I have. Winter on the Farm, Christmas in the Big Woods, Going to Town, Winter Days in the Big Woods, Sugar Snow. I'm wondering what that one's all about. That sounds cool. My Little House 1, 2, 3, Dance at Grandpa's. We also have Summertime in the Woods, the Big Woods, and the Deer in the Woods. So maybe we'll do those ones after Christmas is done, but I think we have a bunch of options. So tell your mom and dad which one you want to listen to next, and then Auntie Jo can do that one. Okay, let's make a vote for it, and then you guys let your mom and dad know which one you want to listen to next. Okay, can't wait to hear from you. I love you.